Hey friends, welcome back to Nelly Sisters YouTube channel. I'm Neha Sada Nelson, a student of class 9. In today's session, we are going to look about acceleration. So, what do you mean by the term acceleration? Kind of a doubt, right? No need for that doubt. Let's understand in today's session about that. So first and foremost, like, share, subscribe and comment your ideas and point of view related to today's session. So let's move on to our video. So first almost we should understand the term acceleration. So what do you mean by acceleration? Acceleration is a change in velocity in unit time, or we could say rate of change of velocity. I hope you heard the term rate of change of velocity. Kind of a similar sentence. Somewhere you read it or heard it about it. Yes, as we knew and understood what do you mean by velocity in the previous session. If you wasn't watch that video, first almost go and watch it, then come and watch this one, because that is the base. Understanding from the base make you feel perfect and feel free to understand about the great big topics. First understand the basics. So let's move on to our topic. So now thus you understood that the velocity is the displacement in unit time. And we studied about the uniform velocity and non-uniform velocity, which you should see in the next previous video. So now the displacement in unit time velocity, the change is happening in that in equal interval of period of time. It is known as the acceleration, or we could say that it is the rate of change in time of velocity. Now let's understand the equation. So as first almost we knew that rate of change of velocity, which means that final position minus initial position, which means v minus u. V represents final position, u represents initial position, a represents acceleration, and then t represents time. So they are all are represented in small letters as the word starts. So I hope you understood that. Now I am going to represent each of the term in the letters as I denoted earlier for them right now. So now let's understand other representative letters like v minus u. Now as I said that rate of change of velocity, which means by time. Therefore v minus u by t, that is a is equal to v minus u by t. Acceleration is equal to final position minus initial position divided by time, which was said as the rate of change of velocity. So now I hope you understood the equation, how to formula this acceleration. Now we are going to understand about the unit of acceleration. So as we studied many units for velocity, distance and displacement meter, like that, we also have certain units for this acceleration too. So what do you mean by the unit? Yes, the representative. The standard units are there. For the standardly international units are specified for each of the SI units. They are known as the SI units. So SI units are specifically referred for all of this. There are SI units as well as derived units. If you want to understand and study about the derived quantities as well as the SI units and the fundamental quantities related to that, there is a video in our YouTube channel related to that. So go right now and watch it also, and then come again back, or after this session you could watch us about the derived quantities as well as the fundamental quantities. So let's move on to a topic that which means that there is also a unit for everything. Now in the case of acceleration, the unit of change in velocity, which is meter per second. The unit of velocity is meter per second divided by t. The standard unit of representation about time is s, small letter s, which means seconds. Therefore meter per second divided by second comes as meter per second square. That is the unit of acceleration. Therefore a is equal to, or acceleration is equal to, meter per second square. So you understood the unit of, I hope you understood the unit of acceleration, haven't you? So let's move on to some of the daily applicable as well as some examples related to acceleration. So they are. So now let's understand some one of example for you to make this one some more favorable and understandable. So let's look at. So first almost the question is here, the velocity of an object changes from 4 meter per second to 28 meter per second in 4 seconds. Calculate the acceleration. A right word direct question. So how we can? So first almost as well as understand and read thoroughly the question. So you understood that main points as well as some of the key points that you should note. So first almost take and write it on the paper first the indications given in the question itself. So in the question it is specifically given that the initial position and the final position. The initial position is 4 meter per second, then it changes to 28 meter per second, which is the final position, and the time taken over there is 4 seconds. So these 3 points you got from the question itself. That gives you 1 mark in your exams. So now the next one you need to understand is about the equations. We studied that A is equal to V minus U by T. Now we just simply need to apply them. It is a really simple directly question. Whenever it is an indirect question, you could answer this way. Think, act before read thoroughly. So now let's check it out. So the equation would come like this, like 28 minus 4 meter per second divided by 4 seconds. Now 28 meter per second is subtracted by 4 meter per second, yes, correct. And now it would be 24 meter per second. So for 24 meter per second divided by, yes, 8 seconds, and you knew that what? Yes, it is 6 meter per second. Only meter per second. Give me the correct answer. Yes, it's meter per second square. The yes would be double and the twice, which means square. Therefore 6 meter per square is 6 meter per second square is your answer. So now let's understand some of the daily applications and instances that we got through acceleration in our life. So the motion of a giant wheel can be sent as like an instances like for this acceleration that occurred. And now we could say about the motion of the sliding buoy, and then we could say something like the motion of a coconut falling from the tree, and then falling of the stone for any object starting movements of a vehicle. We could say this as and compare and calculate and occur them as acceleration. Now there is also another thing, the decrease of velocity. As well as we studied that the increase of velocity, also we could say that the acceleration. Now what about the velocity decrease? That is the next session that we are going to take about the retardation. So first almost we need to understand what are the applications that the decreased velocity comes. They are train arriving at a station, as we knew that the train is stopped far away from the station itself. It is because to regulate the speed or to influence the speed of the train which is coming at a high speed to decrease the velocity of the train. So for that, over there a decrease in velocity can be seen. And the next example I am going to say is about the upward motion of a stone thrown upwards. A stopping car or any vehicle. And then when I apply brake to a car, right? Then any object moving upward, slowing down objects, all can be said as a decrease in velocity. So we would say a common name for that, that is, I hope you are excited to understand what is it. So let's understand that in the next video. So subscribe, like and share, then only you will get the next video correctly notification. So notification till the click and kill the bell icon right now and click on the all notification, then you will get all the videos that we are uploading right now. So let's see you in the next video. I'm Neha Saran Nelson. Till then, bye bye.